What's up, gamers? Chris here, and welcome to the channel. I appreciate anybody that's joining me today. Much love to you. I hope your day's going good and you're feeling alright. So we'll play some more Council, man. Continuing on this.
In your opinion,
appreciate you guys if you guys have been joining me on this series. Been taking me a while to drop some more episodes.
Now. I have agreed to everything, even to...
But you do realize your mother will have to accept the consequences of her acts.
I hope that your search will prove successful and bring Sarah back to us soon.
I'll be leaving now because whatever it is you're up to, I do not want to know.
Since then, we have become one and the same. We have officially erased the identity of my sister Emma. Emily Hillsborough. The woman
The twins?
with two faces.
everyone seems to be a little unnecessarily heated. Don't forget where you are, please.
What the hell just happened there? Okay, yeah, this game is an intense game. I like it. The puzzles are kind of weird though.
Louis? Louis, the conference is about to start any minute. This is not the time to be... Damn it. What's going on?
I don't know exactly, Mr. President. I was looking for my mother and I came upon this body.
My God. You don't think Sarah did it, do you?
Probably. No?
No, I don't think so. Why would she have attacked a servant?
If no one saw you, I'd advise you not to get involved, Louis, so that no one will accuse you of the murder.
Okay.
Ah, darn, the conference is starting. Time is of the essence. Sort this out and join us as quickly as you can in the conference room. Everyone will be expecting you.
All right,
President,
George Washington.
This is not really the right time, and I didn't come for that.
Your mother's seat cannot remain vacant. You must replace her while she's still missing. Your mother and I were to support Mortimer on this project. I don't know what the subject is, but the future of our countries depends on it. Given the importance of all this to Mortimer, he won't let the conference begin without you. So if you don't want more servants coming looking for you, I'd advise you to join us quickly and to put a brave face on it. The best favor you can do for yourself, Louis, and for Sarah, is to come and support Mortimer's project at the conference.
I'm gonna commit myself to anything.
Look, I don't mind following you, but I should warn you. I have no idea what this is all about, so I can't make any promises as to what I might do. I shall make my decision after the debate, when the time comes.
Ah, very well. As you wish. You will see once you hear everything. But given the situation, I think you will have everything to gain by joining Mortimer's side. I'm going.
Huh?
Don't be long.
Tell
All right,
them
well,
that
fine.
I'm on my way.
Okay. Look for clues. Hold up.
Leftover food. An old blanket. From the looks of it, it couldn't have kept her very warm. Leftover food. An old blanket.
What's that?
From the looks of it, it couldn't have kept her very warm.
A book. Looks like this dude got smacked over the head.
What the hell's been going on here?
Search him. Whatever you found. Occult air symbol, what?
Let's see what secret's hidden under these masks. His face doesn't ring a bell. I'm a bit disappointed. Might have expected more from Lord Mortimer.
Look under the... Oh, we already did that. Okay.
This is your doing. The situation is getting worse and worse.
I believe everything has been scooped up, kind of.
Well, the gate is locked.
Well. What's this?
Someone's made a fire here. And the ashes are still warm. If you're the one who did it, Mother, it couldn't have been easy with only one hand. I must have just missed her. If only I hadn't wasted so much time getting out of Lord Mortimer's study.
Some food.
Leftover food. Not
Okay.
exactly fresh. Must have been here for a while.
Alright, well, I think we have everything.
Carmelite water will give me a little reprieve.
So let's just go ahead and get the hell out of here then. I don't know, I didn't see anything else, so better get the hell out of here. Take that. Did you grab it? Everybody didn't want nothing to do what I was doing. They're like, nah, dude, you're on your own on this, man. Okay.
Monsieur de Richet, you are expected at the conference. Please take the door to your left to join the guests.
Okay. Alright, so hopefully we're probably gonna have to talk our way out of this. Where you at, man? The food I ate yesterday was very well, but it made me have the runs, and I was Hershey squirting in your toilet. What is George Washington over there chatting on?
Totally wrong, I assure you.
I have suspected it.
Okay. I don't want to talk to them. Let's avoid them. Let's talk to him. He's the homie.
I don't know if you ever found what you were looking for in the garden, but Mortimer is waiting for you. I suggest you get a move on.
You say it as if you were afraid of him.
Wait, does it cost 0? What's going on between
I
them
sense
two?
that you have things you'd like to say, but something's holding you back. What is going on between you two?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
You lied.
I followed him to the best of my ability. I championed his ideas, defended his decisions, and then, without even realizing it, I became lost. Siren song, Monsieur de Richet. You wake up one morning, not knowing where you are, and you think about everything you've done for a man who wasn't even worth it.
Ooh.
For a man who has no respect for you, who uses you, and who drops you as soon as he no longer needs
He's talking pretty loud.
For me, it's too late now. But you still have a choice. Don't respond to his call, sir.
Okay. You gave me a good advice. What are these two talking about?
A chest with a motif representing the alchemical symbol of water.
Your conjecture is totally wrong.
And I could use a key.
For some time, but now I'm convinced.
I have already told her so once. By your
There's another one?
Are you quite sure, sir? Is there not a little mistake somewhere?
I don't need it.
She asked him at last, and he could not help answering her, but she said he seemed quite angry at being spoken to.
But it is not sound.
They're chatting, but...
She's not acting by design, is she?
Not as you represented.
But with respect to any other leading characteristic, I do not imagine that much has been...
Everybody's just chatting. Let's see.
There cannot be two opinions.
A fragment of amber.
Upon my word. Well, that is very decided indeed.
That does seem as if...
Okay, there's that ugly dude. I don't want to chat with them yet. Anything right here?
I have already told her so once, by your desire.
Let's see what these guys are talking about.
Good evening, gentlemen. Are we ready? The much-awaited conference is about to begin?
That is what we have all been waiting for.
I believe that Lord Mortimer wishes to speak to you before it begins.
Huh.
You should go and see him. Are you quite sure?
Okay, then.
Is there not a little mistake somewhere?
My son, glad you're here. It seems Lord
Look
Mortimer
at how ugly that dude is, bro.
to arrive before
Look at him.
beginning. What a pity your mother isn't here for the conference. I hope I'll be able to see her before I leave. I still have a very important letter to give to her.
Feeling all right, Louis? You look like you're miles away.
Everything's fine. Don't worry.
Lord Mortimer wants to talk to you, Louis. Don't make him wait.
I'm making him wait. I don't even care, alright?
I believe he did.
Okay, so I guess I won't make him wait any longer.
She's not acting but... Ah, Louis, I've been expecting you. Thank you for joining us. We are about to begin our conference. Let me explain what is at stake.
Thank you kindly. But what do you expect of me exactly? My mother's the one who's supposed to attend, not me.
That is indeed what was initially intended. Unfortunately, she still hasn't been found, and my guests can't stay here indefinitely. The conference must begin, and it would be truly beneficial to the Order to join in the project. Consequently, I would like you to replace her during her absence. What is at stake here is of the utmost importance.
It's important that the French Order gets their say. And should you need any advice, don't worry, you are not alone, Louis.
Very well.
How does the conference work? What is this conference about? Have you been operating for long? Do you meet often?
Do you often hold this kind of society dinner?
In general, once a year, but in actual fact it tends to be events that dictate our gatherings.
Events?
Can you give me an example of an event that was decided here before being implemented in the outside world?
Well, take the French Revolution. It was decided right here 2 years before its implementation in France.
Concerning the case of the French Revolution, I wasn't invited. But as far as the American Revolution is concerned, Louis, I can testify that we planned it 5 years before implementing it, for example.
Huh.
How long have you been active?
Oh, this tradition has more or less always existed, Louis. It has continued from generation to generation.
Blah. Go back.
Can you give me a brief explanation of the aim of it all?
Of course, Louis, I was coming to that. The aim of these meetings is to bring together the most influential people in order to think together about the future.
But the future of who?
Of the world, Louis.
Our desire is to steer the destiny of our respective countries for the good of all, and to no longer suffer the random hazards of history.
Okay.
In concrete terms, how do you organize your discussions?
A conference is always organized the same way. There are 2 masters of ceremony who determine an important subject.
You and Sir Gregory, I presume.
Exactly. We shall be the masters of ceremony. It was our obligation to each bring to the table several guests in order to debate a subject. Once the debate is closed, a decision will be made by a vote of all the participants.
By a unanimous vote. If the project is not agreed on by all, then it will be rejected.
And neither of the 2 masters of ceremony have the right to vote.
It's up to the guests alone to decide, Louis. In other words, us.
Gregory and myself are merely the go-betweens. Finally, if the project is validated, Each guest goes home and starts working to make it happen.
It can take years.
Yes. I guess now we have technology for that. I have no more questions.
Louis, let me keep you a moment. I would like to let you in on a secret before we begin, because I'm going to need your assistance. You see, the project I'm going to present concerns the territory of Louisiana in North America. It's currently Spanish territory, and I'm going to make the proposition to the Assembly for it to become French.
Hey, that's racist.
My idea is to increase the territory of the United States. The first stone of this vast project consists of getting Spain to cede Louisiana to France. Once it becomes French, France will hand it over to the United States, which will then allow them to double the size of their territory. And that's where you come in. France and the United States, hand in hand, two democracies illuminating the world.
How far does this project go? Where does his project extend?
Lord Mortimer, I'm sure you're aware that Louisiana is hardly prime quality land. I wouldn't be exaggerating to call it marshland. How is acquiring land they won't know what to do with going to strengthen the United States?
Think further, Louis. The United States won't stop there. Once they've acquired Louisiana, nothing will stop them. All they would have to do then is keep pushing toward the west to take the whole North American continent.
So you intend to get rid of the Spanish?
They are purely transitory. This is the
You're
settlers'
racist.
home. It is natural for them to want to develop their nation to become one of the greatest powers of this world. As for the Spanish, there are just a handful of them actually on site, and if need be, we'll see to it that they are sufficiently occupied in Europe so that their focus is not on the North American continent. Moreover, Spain really only cares about its colonies in South America. It's hardly my fault if they're not capable of seeing the potential in the North American territories. The concept of royalty is from bygone times. It is time to lead the way to democracy. Take a look at them. Apart from President Washington, they all belong to monarchies. Do you really think they won't resist? Of course they'll fight, fearful as they are of losing their precious privileges. But the world needs visionaries, like you, like your mother. It's a pity Sarah isn't here to see it. She only knew about a tiny part of the project. I hope I can count on you, Louis.
You probably
It's time
can't.
to start now. I must ask you to keep it to yourself for the time being. Take a seat, follow the discussions. We'll have an opportunity to catch up later, and you'll be able to let me know your thoughts.
Okay. Sounds like a dildo.
My friends, I propose we get started.
Everybody's just gonna sit in a circle and stuff. I this, no, I that. You don't do
First
that.
of all,
No,
I would like
I
to
will
thank
do
you
this.
for taking the time to come.
The honor is ours, my lord.
As per our custom, here we are all together to discuss the face of tomorrow's world. Even though there may be certain tensions between our nations, I must ask you to keep an open mind. As Sarah de Richet is unable to be among us, please welcome Louis de Richet, who will represent the Golden Order and will vote on its behalf when the time comes.
Welcome among us, Louis.
Welcome, Monsieur. I hope he'll be more effective than his mother regarding the protection of the King of France. The Order has proved particularly inefficient.
Come, Manuel, you're not
Shut
going to
up.
spoil our visit. The Order's mission was not to protect King Louis XVI, as far as I am aware.
We are talking about a king of divine blood, for goodness sake. It seemed obvious to me he needed protecting. If the Golden Order wants to pride itself on being an influential organization, it should have kept him alive.
Maybe. Put him in his place, thank them for their welcome, give a nod without saying anything.
I'm sorry about the fate of the King of France, Duke Manuel. However, I'm surprised at your remark. How can a man like me have changed the course of things where a man like you, powerful, capable of influencing international politics, was unable to do any better?
Perhaps we may begin, Lord Mortimer.
Certainly. I have a dream that our nations will continue to support each other, more now than ever before.
Wait, is he talking with his mouth not moving?
Dream that, for the sake of common good, we will do what it takes to ensure stability in the modern world. I have a dream that we shall lead by example and ensure that the American territory may remain in peace.
Thank you for the thought, Lord Mortimer, but I don't see where you're leading.
I'm coming to it, Mr. President. I need not remind you that North America is currently divided between the United States on the east coast and Spain, which occupies the remaining 2/3 of the continent. Well, I propose that Spain cede the center of the continent to France, namely all of Louisiana.
Louisiana? But, well, it is not for sale. Lord Mortimer, I sincerely hope I have not come all this way just to hear you ramble on about what Spain should and should not do. When we went to all the trouble of gaining the territory a few years ago, it was not just to lose it today. Have I made myself clear?
What did I tell you, William? You speak of union, and yet here you are, about to tear us apart.
Duke Manuel, I perfectly understand you. But rest assured, you will soon adore my proposition. You shall see.
Well, since you give me the choice, my good fellow, allow me to doubt it. However, I am impatient to hear what Spain could possibly gain from the sale of Louisiana.
I never spoke of a sale, my good fellow.
What? I do not understand.
There is one more territory left to conquer, if I'm not mistaken, in the northwest. It is, of course, occupied by your notorious Indians, but...
We shall soon be rid of the savages, so that is not a question.
They are not savages.
Duke, these savages, as you call them, were there before you. They are on their homeland.
As much as the black people of Africa, Monsieur de Richet. That does not stop your dear France from massacring them and sending them like cattle to Mr. Washington's cotton plantations to provide him with cheap labor. So you keep your morals to yourself, if you please.
Senor, I would not like to be associated with that. The subject of black slaves in the United States of America is a complex subject, which we shall resolve at a future date.
Okay. The filthy swine. Challenge him.
France is not without fault, but that doesn't take away Spain's responsibilities. You see, Native Americans are being subjected to a veritable ethnic cleansing. Europeans are colonizing their land so that it then belongs to them. The widespread evangelization of its inhabitants will soon eradicate a multitude of cultures. You've done the same thing in South America. How far will white people go? Reservations to pin them in like cattle? Total genocide?
Come now, my friends. Let us not digress. Anyway, these primitive people have no souls, Louis. We bring the good word to them in order to save them. You'll see. Colonization brings with it many benefits, too.
Excuse me, if you don't mind, Your Eminence, I shall continue. Duke Manuel, I believe that Spain should cede Louisiana to France free of charge.
This is utterly grotesque, Lord Mortimer. What a strange example you set for your young protégé. Isn't that so, Monsieur de Richet? Do you understand anything of this proposition?
It would protect you from the Americans?
If I were you, Senor Godoy, I would think twice before stirring up a scandal.
I beg your pardon?
Given the size of your colonies, you won't be able to keep them for long. A number of countries are eyeing them as we speak. The United States would have no trouble taking them. For all intents and purposes, you have no army in place. By wanting to keep everything, you risk losing it all, especially your colonies in South America, which are far more valuable to you.
That is indeed the danger, Duke Manuel. If it comes to war over Louisiana, you will lose. And probably a good deal more than you now imagine.
Young man, you are indeed a dark horse, aren't you?
I
sure am.
must say, William, I find your project mostly disfavors me. I thought you were my friend.
And I am, Mr. President. That is why I'm doing everything in my power to calm your expansionist fervor. France, in Louisiana, should persuade you not to attempt anything to take the territory by force. Louisiana is a vast wetland where you would needlessly lose most of your troops. It would weaken you and offer certain nations the perfect opportunity to take back your famous United States. I am protecting you from yourself, George. Trust me.
I understand. But with friends like you, sir, I certainly don't need any more enemies. I hope you know what you're doing.
What I do?
Am I imagining things, or does it look like Washington isn't aware of Mortimer's plan?
Not to put too fine a point on it, Lord Mortimer, but I doubt the Holy See would be in favor of Catholic Louisiana being handed over to secular revolutionaries and king killers.
I should think Monsieur de Richet has an opinion on this subject, does he not?
Well, why you gotta hit me up with this? Okay, France does not need to seek the Pope's opinion. France will protect Christians. I will use a skill.
Come out with such a remark after the discussion we had on the evening of your arrival. If France was so respectful of worship, it would not be bleeding priests as it is doing at this very moment in time. Don't be naive. This is politics. The Holy See must be concerned at seeing such a large territory falling into the hands of the French. Mi auguro che insegnerete l'educazione a questo giovanotto presuntuoso, Sir Gregory.
He's mad at me.
I hope that you will teach this pretentious young man some manners, Sir Gregory. It looks like I won't be just making friends here.
In any case, my lord, I doubt the English crown will agree.
Ich versichere Ihnen, Emily, nie Preußen wird diese Vereinbarung akzeptieren.
What? Okay.
I assure you, Emily, the Prussian will never accept this agreement. Volner looks like he's set on ruining Mortimer's plan.
Duchess, I am persuaded that we shall find a common ground.
That's enough, William. These are grave times. We don't care about the fate of Louisiana. That worthless expanse of putrid swamps interests no one but yourself.
Speak for yourself, my friend.
Hold on there, Mr. Royal Gigolo. Lower the volume, and let Sir Gregory finish.
Okay.
Holm, Godoy, and now Volner? Mortimer's adversaries are ready to tear each other to pieces, and he takes a malicious pleasure in watching it happen.
How dare
Gentlemen, let us try to remain calm.
There you are, William. See where your projects have taken us, as per usual. Chaos! That's enough. I'm tired. We shall continue this discussion tomorrow, but please be aware that your project will never be ratified. Those who are opposed to this project, follow me.
No.
Are you coming with us, Monsieur de Richet?
Come, Gregory, I think Louis would rather stay. Wouldn't you, Louis?
Let's assist Mortimer.
As for me, I think I shall remain with Lord Mortimer, Sir Gregory.
You are committing a grave error, Louis.
Time will tell.
Okay, so everybody's wants to beat each other up, and nobody's on Mortimer's side on this one. And you know, I'm not on his side, but I am against him trying to take over Louisiana and all that stuff. So I believe I chose wrong. I don't know, but I am the evil villain of games. I always choose the evil parts. That's just how I roll. So let's see how this plays out.
My friends, I would like to thank you for staying.
Good God, William. What is this I hear about you reinforcing military power in Louisiana? I have no interest in having France for a neighbor, and you know that very well.
Calm down, George. Louis, explain our plan to Mr. Washington, please.
Okay, so
You see, Mr. President, Lord Mortimer anticipates that once France obtains Louisiana, they will cede it to you.
What do you mean? To us? The United States?
You heard right.
But
President Washington, the United States will double in size.
By what miracle have you...
You need to expand, George. You and France are the two major democracies in the modern world. It is necessary that you both become superpowers.
Are you really going to sponsor democracy throughout the world?
Of course, Monsieur Peru. That's why I don't want Spain to get too attached to those wetlands. Please continue, Louis. Explain my vision to Mr. President.
By going through France, Spain won't suspect that it's you who's going to take possession of Louisiana. They'll even believe that France will be a protective buffer between itself in California and you on the East Coast. If Senor Godoy was afraid that you might take the territory by force, now he is reassured. You would never attack France.
But why didn't you tell me before?
More something.
So that Lord Mortimer would appear to be isolated without support.
Exactly. You got it, Louis.
Lord Mortimer retains the advantage by advancing undercover, and for it to work, he needed you to act surprised.
William, you haven't changed. Always one step ahead.
One step ahead? You're joking. More like 5.
On that note, my friends, it's getting late. Mr. President, continue to take offense over my project when we resume the conference in the morning. You do it to a T. And if Sir Gregory has the audacity to send you an emissary to convince you to go against me, do me a favor. String him along if you can. The more they believe we are divided, the more we'll have our hands free.
Only too happy to oblige.
Now, let us get some rest. We've got a big day tomorrow. Good night, gentlemen.
Good night.
Gentle fish.
All right. If you have a minute, I would like to ask a favor of you. I'm going to require your services.
How can I be of help? Tell me all about it.
Our adversaries are many, and the closing vote of the conference will soon be upon us. Time is of an essence, so I'll need you to assist me this evening.
How can I help?
I need you to go this very evening to persuade Senor Godoy to join us. He is the backbone of Gregory's resistance. Turn him round, and all the others will follow in such a stampede that Gregory will be able to do nothing but admit defeat.
Lord Mortimer, with all due respect, don't you think I'm the last person Godoy wants to talk to?
True.
I'm sure you can do it. I believe in you.
Hey.
Lord Mortimer, you're not telling me everything.
Let's say I wouldn't disapprove if the Right Honorable, though nonetheless choleric, Duke Manuel put you in his bad books. If it could motivate him to declare war on France, it would greatly serve our interests.
War? What do you mean?
I told you before the conference. The more we distract Spain from the Americas, the less it will have an eye on Louisiana.
Okay.
But all the same, we're talking about a war in Europe.
Don't worry. That's why Mr. Bonaparte is with us. I am convinced we'll be perfectly capable of managing the conflict. And Senor Godoy is not a great soldier. He will not commit Spain to a long war that he won't be capable of managing.
I'll go straight away.
Thank you, my boy. And get some rest afterwards. Big day tomorrow.
True. Alright, so we're basically starting war, guys. That's what we do, man.
Aren't you afraid our projects for Italy may be discovered before we... Oh. Please excuse us, Louis, but I need to speak with Lord Mortimer in private.
No. What do you want, Louis?
I'm going to have a word with Duke Manuel, but you know him better than I do, I believe.
Yes. Avoid any marks of respect and protocol pertaining to his rank. He's not fond of courtly manners.
Thank you for the advice, my lord. When are we supposed to vote?
The conference resumes tomorrow morning. That leaves little time for the little favor I spoke to you about.
Indeed. I'll go straight away.
Alright, fine.
I shall be leaving you.
I hear somebody, bro. What are you doing?
Ah, Monsieur de Richet. You wouldn't have seen Duke Manuel by any chance, would you?
I was going to ask you the same question.
I wanted to speak to him, but no one will open the door. I'm not sure he's in there.
If I want to pass through, I'll have to get Volner out of the way.
Have you tried entering? Force your way through? Make up a story to get through?
Perhaps he didn't hear you. Did you try entering?
No, of course not. It would not be proper, after all.
Oh, now wait a minute. Yes, I remember now. I think I saw him in the garden.
In the garden? No, you must be mistaken. I've just come from there. I would have seen him.
Oh, I must have seen someone else then.
Wow.
Most certainly. Oh well, he's bound to turn up at some point. I'll wait.
No, you won't. Move. I'm gonna punch him in his nose.
Impossible to get through with him glued in front of the door. I'll have to find another way into Godoy's room.
In the back. Just great. We'll have to go to the garden then. What is this? Don't mind me, I'm just doing what I do, you know, don't worry. I think this is it. Come on, man. Any minute now. He's gonna walk through the door. He's gonna find him drunk and asleep on the floor probably. Or I don't know. Here's the information obtained with the service. I can confirm that Mr. So, what's that?
Mary Louise of... How ironic having a painting of the Queen of Spain in one's room, my Lord Duke.
Nah. Did he pull this off? Like...
Manuel Godoy. A painting of himself in his room. Now that's not going to help him develop a sense of modesty.
Take that paper. It's a picture of himself. I'm just gonna grab everything, okay? Come at me. He's probably still knocking at the door. I'm just waiting. I don't really care.
Prometheus, punished for stealing fire from the gods and giving it to man.
It's a nice room too, man. I'm just robbing this dude blind. I don't know. I don't see anything else up in here.
Prometheus.
Ah,
punished for stealing fire from the gods and giving it to man.
Blah. He's obviously don't got nothing going on in here. Maybe I missed something. I don't see anything in here. Is he just like hiding? Yo, dude, where you at, bro? I think I'm just gonna walk out the main door right in front of what's her name.
Volner's probably still behind the door. I best go out through the balcony just in case.
Fine. I don't know. Do I have to examine this?
Of Parma.
Maybe I should.
How ironic having a painting of the Queen of Spain in one's room, my Lord Duke.
What?
It looks like someone's hidden something on the back of this painting.
Okay.
It's a letter. Of course, it's written in Spanish. And it reeks of lavender. Well, Mr. Godoy, you seem very interested in hiding this letter. Another secret romance, I presume?
Translate the damn letter, bro. Okay, hold on.
So, let's see what it says.
My tender Petita, I feel so guilty at being so far away from you again. Even if it's for the good of my country. I feel awful at having to leave you after a silly little spat. Because you are the only woman I love, Josepha, forever. I told you before everything I have, everything I can offer you. I owe the affection of the Queen. Let's stay united, please. Even if the sacrifice for the two of us, for our future children. Stop being jealous. You are the only one who fills my thoughts. Everything else is just a game, I swear.
It seems that the Queen isn't the only one enjoying the Lord Duke's favors. If the Queen found out, it would cost him dearly. I'll keep it with me. You never know.
He just jacked him for the letter. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep this. He'll blame it on that Voldemort dude, or whatever that dude's name is, right out the door. Go ahead and, leave. Looks like we got everything. Let's get the hell out of here. Let's do this door. Nothing? Alright, so we got a little bit of dirt on him, so we should be good when we talk to him, you know? Whoever's room this is. We gotta go find him. I'm gonna find him, bro. I don't even care, man. I'm gonna find him. Use a golden exile to remove. Okay, yeah, no. He's still knocking? Should I go talk to him real quick? Tell him, you know what? Nah, I'm just gonna leave him there. Nothing? Where the life form?
President George Washington.
Let's see what George Washington's up to. What's this? He just goes through all their personal belongings, bro.
Locked.
Damn it. Pick the lock. Force open. Use marquee. Alright. Bravey. Bunch of medication.
The president's personal reserve of laudanum, and judging by the quantity, he can't go without it. Ah, there's also a letter.
I'm returning my answer as quickly as I can. We already spoke about it before you left, but I note that things have not improved. I urge you to follow my advice and to stop taking laudanum immediately. I am already looking for a substitute, but I am afraid you won't wait. Your exclusive consummation is in danger of definitively impairing your chances of securing your next mandate. Your addiction is jeopardizing the exercise of your office and duties, my friend. I regret I see no other solution but to stop your daily intake. You're sincerely Dr. something. Okay, so seems like President is addicted to drugs or something, bro. You sneaky.
My dear George, I'd like to invite you to join me.
Yes, yes. We know that one already. I think it's funny how nobody ever busts him, bro. What the hell? I'm stuck. Okay, we're good, we're good. I need to work on my picks. Pick locking.
A map of Vermont.
What the hell is up with that little voice, bro? I don't know, let's get the hell out of here, though. I'm gonna get caught snooping, bro. Whose room is this?
Huh, that's me.
Oh. What if he's waiting in your room, bro? Let's see. Let's go in there real quick. I've been waiting for you. Just great. Nope, nothing. I'm getting the hell out of here. Man, I'm getting tired of looking, bro. I might just find somebody. Hey, here he is. He's getting down.
Well?
Well, well. Monsieur de Richet, I was not expecting you. I am not in the mood, sir, I warn you. What do you want from me, sir?
Crap. I want...
I see you're still feeling under pressure. Since your arrival, I've noticed that you've been on the defensive. It seems to me that Monsieur Peru has a knack for getting your back up.
That is the least you can say. Indeed, I was warned. I knew what to expect. For God's sake, why in the hell did your people execute their king? Have the French gone stark raving mad? There are nothing but monarchies in power in Europe. They will all come crashing down on you.
We shall see. It might, well, turn out to be the opposite.
You certainly do not lack for audacity, young man. Just tell me one thing, monsieur. Why did you side with Mortimer? He is alone, isolated. The United States can do nothing to help you, and France is surrounded by over 10 countries, just waiting for the word to pounce. Really. I do not see why you choose Mortimer.
What? What the hell? Hold on. Because of the Order
The Golden Order, my friend. The Order is everywhere. We come from France. We are President of the United States, England, and many other countries. We have ambitions and the means to carry them out. You'll see, once all hell breaks out and your English support starts to fade away. The Order is an international organization. It matters little what governments do. Otherwise, why would Mortimer have gone to the trouble of inviting my mother?
If you are right, Sir Gregory has got it all wrong. Tell me, do you really believe Spain has any interest in ceding Louisiana to France?
Probably. Well, crap.
Duke Manuel, for Spain, I don't know. But for you, I'm convinced that Lord Mortimer will thank you generously.
You would not be trying to bribe me, would you?
Nothing could be further from my mind. It would be an insult to believe that someone such as yourself might have a practical attitude towards its virtue. Even so, it is only natural that you be supported and encouraged if you were to follow Lord Mortimer, isn't it?
Indeed, for services rendered, it would be natural for me to receive compensation for the time spent achieving such an undertaking, yes?
Naturally. And, given your status, my Lord Duke, the compensation would have to be considerable.
Naturally. Tell me one last thing. What would I gain from all this?
Probably nothing. Blackmail him, force him to war, push him to breaking point. Mortimer will be grateful to you, but he won't lose, rather. Damn, I don't know.
If you continue with home, our two countries will become rivals. It
probably
could turn
chose the
into
wrong
war.
one.
Who knows?
It is likely, even.
A war, Duke Manuel, on our own territories. Do you really see yourself committing the Kingdom of Spain to an armed conflict against France? Can you imagine the financial investment required, not to mention the loss of lives and dishonor at the slightest defeat? Do you see yourself being the man responsible for that?
No, but you are the one who's pushing me into it, you damned Frenchman!
I'm not pushing you into anything, Duke Manuel. If you are a man of the future and of progress, as I'm given to believe, you will know how much suffering a war would bring.
Come on, you fool, give it up. You're trapped like a rat.
Monsieur, I am astounded. I did not think you capable, but you have succeeded. I will be more wary of you the next time. Nonetheless, if you can guarantee Lord Mortimer's support, then yes, you can count on my vote when the time comes. However, I expect you to be discreet with regard to my former partners, without which our agreement would become null and void.
Of course, my Lord Duke. You can count on me. Lord Mortimer will be delighted to hear the news.
I hope you know what you are getting into, Louis. I bid you good luck.
Good night, my Lord Duke.
See you tomorrow. Well,
nice.
That's one thing out of the way. The only thing left to do is wait for the conference to resume tomorrow morning.
Please, leave me, sir.
Okay.
From now on, no one must see us together.
Alright, cool. Alright, so we did it. I gotta go to bed now. Everybody's just gone, huh? Let's just go, man. Let's go. He's still over there all knocking on his door. Go to bed.
Ah, Monsieur de Richet. You wouldn't have seen Duke Manuel by any chance, would you?
I just ran into him. He was heading for the dining room.
Ah, thank you.
Yeah, get the hell out of here. Oh, great.
Good evening.
Somebody
Monsieur
wants their cheeks clapped.
You're here. What a charming surprise. I'm beginning to think you can't be without me.
You have managed to penetrate my armor, sir. Am I disturbing you, perhaps?
Penetrate her. Louis. This is not the right time. Not at
That's
all.
not what I said.
Ah, by the way, you surprised me during the conference.
Why's that?
Well, you are going to lose. Why stay with Lord Mortimer?
I believe he has every chance of winning.
My, you are a rash one. However, if ever you want to change sides, please feel free to let me know.
But tell me, you didn't come here to try and make me change my mind, did you?
That's the last thing on my mind, although you would have everything to gain by it.
Do you perhaps know something that I don't? Come on, Emily. It's time you lay your cards on the table. If you know something I don't about Lord Mortimer, now's the time.
I don't want to speak ill of him, but in certain circles, you can't exactly say he has a good reputation.
Continue.
Well, there have been instances where he has used people, then gotten rid of them once he no longer seemed to need them, Louis. He makes fine promises, makes you feel valuable, tests you. But beware. I'm worried that something might happen to you.
Are you advising me to change sides as a precaution?
I'd rather say as a safety measure. Louis, if you trust me, you ought to ask yourself why I have chosen home. You do trust me, don't you?
Of course, Emily.
Admit, though, that it does make you think. There's still time, you know. Join us before it's too late.
Alright.
I admit, you've sown the seed of doubt. But I don't know how Lord Mortimer's gonna take my last-minute change of mind.
Don't worry yourself about that, really. It's only discussions and verbal jousting. No one's going to die, whatever happens, and Sir Gregory will be there to support you.
Very well. You can count on me to join your side then. But don't tell anyone until the vote.
Promise. We'll make a good team, you'll see.
Tell me, are these visits to Mortimer's always so intense?
Yes and no. My sister doesn't normally disappear like she has. Any news of your mother?
Still nothing, no.
Very well. Can we change subject, please? I didn't come here to go through all that again.
Of course, it's
She
late.
came
You're right.
to get banged. I knew it. Come here, baby girl. Rub his chin on her and say,
Come, Louis.
Okay, so that should fill up all my trats, everything, right? Okay, what's going on?
My friends, do not worry. I assure you that Lord Mortimer's plan will never see the light of day. I shall deal with informing our allies, but for the time being, I need you to make a stand.
What do you think about Monsieur
I
de
don't
Richet?
know. I feel there's great potential in him. He looks like he can be and Duchess Hillsborough. Why isn't she here? She's busy. Don't worry about her.
Oh, isn't it time to replace her?
Not so fast, sir. She is an important figure. You ought to have a little more faith in her. What are we going to do about Washington? He will be a hard nut to crack. On our chessboard, he is Mortimer's king. Don't worry. Mr. President only wants one thing: to keep his dear America united. He won't jeopardize everything he has achieved on a whim. He has been serving Mortimer for quite some time. It won't be easy to bring him around. Do you feel all right, Mr. Godoy? You haven't said a word.
Please excuse me, gentlemen. I feel tired.
Oh, I see. I think it is high time you left us then. Now!
Huh. Okay, so it's probably because I convinced him. I don't know if that's it. I don't know, maybe. Maybe and maybe not, but what the hell is going on? I'm over here just splattering everything everywhere. Okay. You know, I need all my traits or whatever they call that filled. You know, I guess him doing Emily or whatever didn't fill him up like Grand Theft Auto would. You go and you hump a hooker and you get extra life and stuff.
Typical. There she goes again. What's with this habit of hers of taking off in the middle of the night?
She just gets what she wants from you, bro. She uses you. Okay,
Sir,
great.
The conference is about to begin. You are expected in the conference room.
Tell them I'm coming. Thank you.
Come on, Louis. The game is back on.
Great. Alright, so I'm probably gonna take their side. I changed sides.
My friends, the conference is about to... Please excuse me if I troubled you last night with my project. I understand that you might well have a few questions to ask. As you know, the final vote will be cast in a few days. This morning's aim is to answer your questions and check the temperature of your respective positions so that we may reach a greater understanding.
As always, Lord Mortimer.
We parted in perfect disagreement, my lord. Where would you like us to take it from?
Come, sir. Please let William believe he still has a chance of winning us over. Otherwise, his imprecations will lack panache, and we shall be bored stiff.
Oh, let me reassure you, I am convinced that a good night's sleep has brought sound advice, and that this morning will be even more interesting. Therefore, I would like to go around the table in order to hear everyone's first impressions.
Well, I am still firmly against it, even though my choice won't count.
Against.
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 And you, Luke Manuel?
Well, you see, it is more complicated and it...
Godoy?
Calm, Gregory. Don't try to impress my guests, please.
They are not your guests.
Gregory, anyone under my roof is by definition my guest. You included. I would be very grateful if you would let my guests speak. Duke Manuel, you were saying you still had some doubts?
Well, you see, the situation has changed since last night.
What's going on here, my Lord Duke?
You see, I gave it some thought during the night. New arguments have come to light.
What do you mean, Duke Manuel?
Sir Gregory, I regret to inform you that Spain will not support you in this operation. I vote for. Moreover, in response to arguments brought to my attention, I declare war on France!
What? What is he doing?
If you think France is afraid of you, you are dreaming.
Over 10 nations rise against you, young man, and you behave like a yapping little dog?
When the French armies are at your door, my Lord Duke, you will change your tune. Well, as for me, I am for Lord Mortimer's project, despite Duchess Hillsborough's overwhelmingly convincing nocturnal attentions.
What? So Emily was playing at trying to win over guests last night?
It was nothing more than a friendly little chat, of course.
How could it be otherwise? And by the way, remember me to your husband when you see him. And you, President Washington, what is your position?
For, of course.
Well, that leaves just yourself and Monsieur Peru, Louis.
You're all making me sick. Look at yourselves.
What?
You are pathetic!
Have you been drinking or what?
There you are, quibbling away. My Lord Duke this, Madame Duchess that. You know very well that we're nothing but puppets on a damn string.
Jacques, Camille.
Let's end the charade. It's over.
Jacques.
My lord, thank you for everything you've done for me over the years. But it didn't come for free. And now I see the price is too high to pay. I'll stop.
Come, Jacques, we'll talk it over.
No, I'm finished. I
Wait,
want my freedom back,
he's gonna
my
blow
lord.
his brains out?
I shall no longer work for you.
Wait!
De Richet, you just can't help it, can you? Stop trying to play the hero, man!
Monsieur, I know I don't really know you, but you seem like a decent person.
I have done so many horrible things!
You blame yourself, I can see that. Everything's not lost.
I don't want to do bad things anymore.
You can take control of yourself again. You can fix whatever it is you've done.
Do you really believe that?
Of course, Jacques. You'll have all the time you need. Jacques, you're not alone.
There's nothing you can do against him.
Of course there is. We've already started.
How can you say that, knowing he's already probably gotten rid of your mother, Louis?
No, he hasn't. She's still here. She's alive, Jacques.
But...
Yes, trust me.
Okay.
This is not who you are. You're better than that.
You don't know me.
Yes, I do. I know you're no coward. So give me your weapon, please.
But
There's nothing to fear. I'm right here.
Nice.
I don't want him to talk to me.
Don't worry. You're safe now, Jacques.
We're still gonna murk him, probably.
Monsieur Peru, you could have seriously hurt someone if Monsieur de Richet here hadn't stopped you. Your behavior is unacceptable. You would do better to go and rest in your apartment.
An apartment? Or room?
My friends, we shall continue the conference later. I would like to apologize for the inexcusable behavior of my guest. We all need to recover from all of this excitement. Take the rest of the day off.
Really? Another day? Extended? You chose to follow Lord Moore and practice in the manual. Allowed myself to be convinced by Lady Ella, saved to Jacqueline Per, found out that Lord Mortimer has a role in the rising of the bottom. Slept with the Lady Hill. I could have followed Sir Gregory home. I could have found out Jacqueline Per. I could have. I don't know, but it's pretty dope. I'm not gonna lie.
This is like a bad dream. For what reason?
That makes no sense.
I don't understand. I spoke to him only recently.
Monsieur Peru has lost his mind. It's obvious.
Yet another way for the French to make a spectacle of themselves. Well, once again, it has worked.
My friends, let us settle down, please. We are all in shock, of course. Let us celebrate Louis's courage. He enabled us to avert a tragedy.
Yes, that was very noble of you, Louis.
You have given us all a fine lesson in courage.
Thank you.
He owes you his life. That's quite something.
That madman deserves to die.
We are providing Monsieur Peru with care, but rest assured, he is no longer a danger to himself or anyone else. I think everyone needs a little rest.
Another sleep?
Can you stay a moment?
Of course.
Okay. You know what? I'm not falling into his traps no more. Alright. What's up, cuh? You wanna fight or something?
Louis, I wanted to thank you personally. I admire what you did to save Monsieur Peru's life. You have given us all a wonderful lesson in courage.
Don't mention it, my lord. You would have done the same. I was just quicker.
Ah, humility is a fine quality, sir.
Where is he now?
In his room. I've sedated him. I don't want him trying to take his life again. Or, worse yet, attacking one of the guests. When in despair, Monsieur Peru is clearly a dangerous man.
Tell me, my lord, can you think of any reason why he would be so terrified of you?
Terrified? Come now, that's a bit harsh. I think he was simply unable to put things into perspective. I see no reason to fear me. Ask President Washington. I don't believe I'm such a difficult friend.
Having spoken to him, I can assure you that he feared you even more than death itself. Had he disappointed you in any way recently?
Of course, he was on the edge. He was desperate, and it grew noticeable in his work. Our collaboration was probably coming to an end, but I certainly didn't feel the need to threaten him, ever.
But without you, no more support, no more money. It was an end to his social status. If you lost, he lost everything, didn't he?
No, not his life.
Thanks to me, I guess. On that note, my lord, I'll be leaving you. Have we covered everything?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Oh, Louis, one more thing, please. I wanted to thank you for your support during the conference. You've made the right choice, and it gives me tremendous satisfaction to have you with me on this project.
We shall lose.
And much good may it do you, my lord. But look at the voters. It needs to be unanimous. And we just lost Peru. The battle is already lost, if you ask me.
Trust me, Louis. We still have a few more cards to play. You'll see. Anything can happen in politics.
I'll see you later, my lord.
Okay. You know, I'm gonna read some of your stuff, don't mind me. Okay, go back to your room. Wow. I don't trust him, you know, Mortimer. Yeah, I don't trust him at all. And I'm probably gonna go against his vote. But then I still don't trust Gregory, because he's funny looking. Just that look on his face, I just don't really trust it. But
I already mentioned it yesterday.
What the hell?
Either you or to someone else. Impossible to tell you people. Your yes is not sufficient. Tell the others, for crying out loud. Remember to close my window once you've done my room. This isn't Corsica, you know. I'm freezing.
Of course. I'll see to it straight away.
Good. Proceed.
Yes, sir.
Monsieur Bonaparte.
Louis, once again, bravo for what you did. If it weren't for you, Peru would have blown his brains out. You've got courage. I like this. We just lost the vote for the next conference, and we already had fewer votes than Holm. I must absolutely find a solution.
Excuse me, sir, but given recent events, I find it somewhat cavalier to return to your political preoccupations so quickly.
Yes, I know, you must find me inhumane, but what can I do? We are here to decide upon the fate of our nations, Louis. It is time you realize what is at stake here. I hold nothing against Monsieur Peru personally, but what concerns me most right now is to not lose sight of the objectives of this meeting.
Okay.
In short, we haven't a minute to lose. I'll leave you now.
Just a minute.
What was Emily after on the night of the conference?
Why did Duchess Hillsborough go and see you last night?
Ah, I see that it bothers you not to know. I've half a mind to send you on a wild goose chase. The Duchess simply came to persuade me to change sides. But rest assured, with the most honorable intentions. Now, Louis, time is running short, and as I said, I'm in a hurry. I have to go now. I will see you later.
Wait till I get my hands on her. You know that?
Monsieur Jacques Peru.
Jacques Peru.
Monsieur Napoléon Bonaparte.
Duchess Emily Hillsborough.
I'm gonna go in her room. Just like she likes to go Door is locked. Knock on the door.
No answer. Nothing.
Emily? Emily, are you there?
Nothing?
Emily!
Yes.
Oh.
Louis, is that you?
Yes, let me in.
I'm sorry, Louis. I don't feel very well. I'll see you later.
Are you sure everything's all right? Are you still there?
Alright, watch. Wow, how come I can't leave? Oh well. Where is what's the name at actually?
Duke Manuel Godoy.
Guessing this is me.
That's me.
Next time, I'll listen to my mother. Not a day has gone by without something happening to me. What now?
Yeah, I just sat down, bro. Did I get a minute to myself?
Open up, please.
Coming, Mr. President, I'm coming.
Louis! Ah, there you are at last.
Yes,
I just saw your mother. She was accompanied by Emily, and they both went into the Duchess's room. I tried to join them, but I was refused entry. Louis, this does not bode well.
Oh, shit. Emily might want to avenge her sister. I must act quickly.
You're right, Mr. President. Thank you.
Okay.
I do believe that's Emily's voice. I can't understand what she's saying.
We'll open it ourselves then.
I can't open it. It must be blocked on the other side. I'll have to find another way in, quick.
How?
Emily! Emily, are you there? Answer me! Emily!
Alright, so we'll bust our way through by going into another way. We'll have to go to the side. What am I doing? Hold up.
Damn it. It's closed. Seems like the key is still in the lock on the other side. That means I won't be able to pick it. Or I could do as I did the last time in the tower room.
Tower room. Damn. What do you mean into the tower room, bro?
I have to get inside Emily's room through the... Shit! It's locked.
Come on, bro. Why is it all costing so much?
No way. It's too sturdy.
Okay, there's gotta be a different way. Let's, try somebody else's room. Great.
Come on, for Christ's sake, Peru. Wake up! De Richet, what do you want?
Great. He doesn't look inclined to let me pass. Get rid of him, Louis.
Don't make me repeat myself, de Richet. What are you here for? You wouldn't be in cahoots with Peru by any chance now, would you?
What am I doing here? I could ask you the same question. This isn't your room as far as I know.
Don't go trying one-upmanship with me. I have a very good reason to be here.
Right. Find a way of getting rid of him, Louis. Otherwise he won't leave you alone.
I am persuaded that Mortimer has a secret room somewhere in the manor. If I'm here, it's obviously because Perrault must know where it is. But you might even know about it. Do you?
I do.
As a matter of fact, I do. It's in his study.
What?
Yes. Under his desk, you'll find a pedal which moves the painting on the wall behind. You can't miss it. It's the nightmare.
And have you been inside?
Yes. You type 1191 into the door mechanism, and you're done.
I'll go and see in his study. But I'm warning you, de Richet. If you're taking me for a ride, I'll make you regret it.
Right. That's one thing out of the way.
What up, man?
He's in a catatonic state. I've seen patients after a major trauma before, but nothing like this. Mortimer has spared no effort to calm him down. Let's see what he has on him.
Monsieur! I don't want to. Monsieur Perru! No. I won't. No. No, don't touch her. No!
Oh, man. I don't know what Mortimer has given him, but he's not looking all there.
Let's leave him. Nah, we'll leave that too.
Dear Monsieur... All right. I've retrieved everything.
Well, what about all those pills and stuff? Take them, man. I gotta grab everything because I'm low on everything.
Consume without excess.
Alright, cool. I'm not too sure which one is her door. But this might be it.
It's as if there are several people inside.
Once again, you're the one who's the victim in all this.
A letter from William
about now? I should never have told
She has a gat.
2 coils circle the lock.
Well. I'm not that man. I know you inside out. Stop. We'll end up losing everything.
From William Pitt the Elder, addressed to Emily. He was the English Prime Minister.
Like she doesn't see him all in here.
15 years ago now. Madam.
Okay.
What on earth is... You... Mother?
How dare you do this to me? You can talk after everything I've done for you.
What the hell?
You are joking, I hope, right? I gave you my life. That's enough, Emma. Now that Louis is here, you will leave Sarah alone.
Cease your revenge immediately. What? If you think you're going to... Louis, help me, I beg you. I can no longer reason with her. I am Emily. Quit playing games. What? Honestly, don't be ridiculous. No. I am Emily. You are wasting your time. Louis knows very well how to tell us apart. After everything we've been through together.
Yes, well...
Don't you dare bring him into this. This is between you and me. I ask for nothing more, so stop taking it out on Sarah. You pretty little bitch! How dare you! Now that I've told you everything, you want to take my place, do you? You are joking, I hope. I'm the one who told you everything that's been going on while you were away. Go on then. That's what you want, isn't it?
Shit.
You want to kill me? Go on then, shoot! After all the trouble I've gone through to find you. Go on. What are you waiting for? Here, Louis, take this.
Wait, what's going...
An entire life for this. Go on, shoot! Sorry, Louis, I can't shoot her. She's my sister. That's enough, Emma. Louis, out of the way. She's dangerous. Don't trust her. What are you trying to do? Louis, out of the way! I am not Emma! Come on, Louis, tell her who the real Emily is.
Wait,
That's right, Louis. I'm fed up with this little game. Tell him who the real Emily is.
Why do these things always happen to me?
Well, Louis, come on, you know how to tell us apart, right?
Yes, but I'd like to ask you a few questions to make sure there's no doubt.
Rational and open, Louis. Let's see. How can I tell them apart? Wait, I've got an idea.
On the night of our arrival... You handed me something. I wasn't feeling very well, and you handed me something. What was it?
My handkerchief, and you stained it with your blood. You still have it, as a matter of fact. But she already knows all this, Louis. It's a waste of time.
Right. Let's find something else. Ah, yes. Let's speak about my arrival at the manor.
Pose a request to Emily behind.
On the night of our arrival, we were warming ourselves in front of the fire. Mortimer welcomed us in a certain way. What happened exactly?
Well played, Louis. Unfortunately, I'm not the one you should have asked that question to. Mortimer did not welcome us. It was Sir Gregory who welcomed us that night. Mortimer didn't show up until 2 days later. I know that as well.
Very well.
Great.
Let's try something else.
On the first night, we went up to bed, but I wasn't tired. I went for a little stroll. Before going to bed, I went for a stroll. Did we speak to each other during that stroll?
You must be mistaken. After going up to bed, I went straight to sleep. But she knows all that, Louis. I already told her. Don't think you're going to get away with this deception so easily. I can assure you, you're going to regret pretending to be me once Louis has exposed you.
Right. I don't think I'll get very far like this. I'll have to find something better.
Oh, I don't think I'll even wait until he's finished.
Take it easy now.
Are you mad, Louis?
Lower your arm.
I better act quickly if I don't want things to get out of hand.
Come on, she's putting one over on you. Look at yourself for crying out loud. You were prepared to shoot me down.
In the secret room behind the study. Talk to them about what you've been doing. Maybe they haven't spoken about it between each other yet.
On the night of the disappearance of Elizabeth Adams.
What about it? What do you want to know about that night?
found ourselves in Mortimer's secret gallery. What relics did we find?
Property deeds in Mortimer's name dating from very long ago.
Is that all?
You mean all those mythological charms? So there was the so-called Pandora's box that wasn't a box actually. The famous golden fleece that reeked of dead goat. A broken sword that could have belonged to anyone. Is that enough?
Yes, that's enough.
You look captivated. Of course, he bought it. That's enough! I've had enough of this charade. Louis, there's only one way to tell us apart. There's just one thing I didn't tell her about in detail. Too bad for you, Emma. I didn't want it to come to this, but you leave me no choice. Ask her about you and I. You just lost, Emma. I indeed didn't tell you everything about it. Come, Louis. Speak about our intimacy.
Very well. Let's talk about us. Last night, you came to me in my room. What exactly did we talk about?
We spoke briefly about your choices during the conference, Louis. What do you mean? Yes, Emma. It just so happens I didn't tell you everything. I never told you about this part. I hate you!
That's enough, both of you. Now I know who the real Emily is. You are Emily Hillsborough.
I knew you wouldn't get it wrong, Louis. No! You little bitch! Watch out, Louis! No!
Hell, what have I done?
Wonder if that was the right one.
See what you've done. See.
Well, now you get up.
Louis? What on earth is going...
Mother!
Go. You must leave. Everyone's going to arrive.
Louis, what's going on?
Duchess, is everything all right?
Go! Go, Mother! No one must find you here.
Go.
Come, Louis. There's nothing more you can do.
But I...
Leave us.
Emily, what's going on?
Mother, go to the crypt. I'll meet you there.
I'll be waiting for you.
Wow.
Emily.
Madam, I'm coming in.
It was bound to end like this, Louis. Let me stay with her, please. Go, I'll cover you.
Okay. It was great. I think I chose the right one, dude. I don't know. For real, like, it's weird. I think I chose right.
Good God! They're all here. They must have heard the gunshot.
Where is Lord Mortimer?
Can anyone hear anything through the door?
Did you hear that? I was not dreaming, was
Certainly
I?
not, Duke Godoy.
What's going on?
Someone had the bang coming from the Duchess's room, and she isn't answering.
Gentlemen, go back to your rooms. Go back to your rooms. I shall find out from Lord Mortimer what this is all about. Thank you.
Okay. Finally. There she is.
Louis! At last, there you are.
Mother, wait,
Come, we have to be quick.
No, wait, Mother,
Time is running out, Louis. First, we must...
No! That's enough. I won't go a step further unless you explain to me what is going on here. I'm begging you. Talk to me.
You must trust me, my son. You are not ready yet.
You're the one who should trust me. Tell me what's happening.
You would never believe me.
I came all the way here for you. Now I've found you. I'm ready, Mother.
If only... Louis, I have always taught you to keep your mind open and logical. I know you are going to find it hard to believe, but what I am going to reveal to you is entirely true. Many years ago, I found out that demons really do live among us.
I beg your pardon?
And that they can influence our thoughts.
True.
Mother, listen to yourself. I know you're exhausted, but for crying out loud, listen to what you're saying. Demons? What next? An ancient monster with a head like an octopus? What do your demons look like? Have they got horns and a pointed tail?
No, these are not creatures with billy goat's legs. Forget your Christian folklore. Imagine them more as parasitic spirits. They possess their hosts and direct them from inside.
Parasitic spirits?
Yes, they are capable of going from one body to another as they see fit. And 2 of them are present on this island.
Right. Okay. So let me guess.
Mortimer Holmes, Washington.
Lord Mortimer and Sir Gregory, right?
You felt it too?
No, even if Home does look the part. But I don't know who else could do it, given that we're on their territory.
Many years ago, well before you were born, I crossed paths with one of them. Since then, I've spent my life trying to find it again. When we recovered the Alizif, I was persuaded that von Burchard was working for this demon in one way or another. But I thought he would hand the book to a middleman during this conference. That's where I made an error that could well turn out to be fatal. The one who Burchard was meant to give the book to was none other than the demon in person, Mortimer. Not to mention that Home had sent Volner to get it for him.
Home and Mortimer are demons?
They both seem to disagree about many things, but I'll admit I never knew exactly why. There are many of them, Louis, not just those 2.
Mother, have you any proof to support any of this?
Of course, but you do too. You had everything laid out in front of you. Didn't you notice anything?
His secret studies.
I went beyond the nightmare, Mother.
You understood the Masonic date.
1191.
Of course! It was during that siege that the demon took possession of Sir Mortimer. They spent a whole night in conversation until the early hours of the morning. Mortimer had passed the test. He had charmed the demon, and so it chose him to be its host for centuries to come. But tell me, did you find his secret study?
I did indeed.
Did you see his maps of the world?
He has contacts the world over.
Yes, I've been developing the Golden Order across the world for many years, and I've never seen anyone with such influence. It's simply inhuman. Louis, I am proud of you. You came all this way. You found me. You have surpassed me.
You taught me everything I know. Right. How did it all begin?
I saw him!
What do you mean you saw him?
I was 20 years old. I was young and carefree. I traveled the world in search of adventure. In the Persian Gulf, we came across an ancient grimoire that became unlocked. Composed of 7 parts, each one was a book in itself. set in a sort of metal armor that structured the whole thing. When all the volumes were brought together, they formed a single book. On my return to Paris, I set to studying these pages. I spent all my days and nights studying them.
Oh, I can imagine you doing that.
But the writing was in a language I had never seen before, developed well before Sumerian, in my opinion. So I got the idea to form a small occult circle composed of all the major names in the occult world to see if anyone else could crack it.
And you found no one.
And I found someone, Louis. I found him, or rather he found me. He was young, charismatic, he was flamboyant.
You mean Mortimer?
He was a veritable mine of knowledge. I showed him the book, and he was able to decipher a few passages. We spent several months together studying the pages. He helped me understand certain passages until I realized that he only translated a few parts for me. But I had aroused his interest. It was too late.
How so?
I mean to say he manipulated me. He used me, and in the end, he stole the book with all its secrets.
Did he ever go to your place?
Not once. At least I don't think so. But before disappearing, he proposed a pact between us. He proposed that I follow him and let him teach me, allow him to bring me up.
And you refused, of course.
Why, naturally, Louis. You don't make deals with the devil. After that, I spent my whole life looking for him. 3 years later, in Berlin, I just missed him. In London, I lost 6 members of the order in a chase. In 1741, in Tunisia, I found a sect of fanatics who had crossed paths with him once. 1741, in Poland. 1749, in India.
8 years ago in Venice.
We agreed never to speak about what happened in Venice, Louis.
You agreed, and that was before you spoke to me about demons. Wait, the baby we delivered, you and me, that night in Venice, did he have anything to do with Lord Mortimer?
The child was his son.
We stole his son? Are you insane? I always thought we took him to save him.
That was the case. It was precisely to save him from his father.
Need I remind you the mother died during childbirth? What became of the child?
Later. For the moment, that is not the key issue here. Once we found the Al-Azif in Paris, I followed von Borchardt's trail here. I didn't think it would lead me straight to the demon. It was careless of me. He toyed with me for a few days, until I caught on, until I saw him as he was. But he had no intention of letting me leave. We are all his pawns, Louis, and if we don't want to spend the rest of our lives turning round in circles here, we must absolutely get off this island. All right, can we move on?
Wait a minute, one last thing. I want to know what happened between you and Emily's sister.
Great responsibility often brings difficult choices, Louis. That's all you need to know.
Mother, I won't take a step further if you don't answer me.
You dare blackmail me?
I'm listening.
All right, I used her. So there you are. Happy now? We had the Al-Azif, and I didn't think we would be able to escape with it. In order to ensure that the book did not fall into their hands, or that one of them couldn't read in us where we had hidden it, I asked Emily to...
It's Emma.
Yes, or rather for me, it was Emily. So I asked Emma to hide it without anyone seeing, and then I disposed of her. I am sorry for her, but she was part of the Golden Order, Louis. She knew the rules when she joined.
I want to know what happened with Elizabeth Adams.
Louis, we haven't time for those details.
You're probably right. What did you negotiate about the Al-Azif with Volner?
Absolutely nothing. I managed to pull the wool over his eyes until I found a way to flee.
What was going on with the cannons in Tuscany?
It was nothing.
Since when does the Order finance wars?
The cannons for that Bonaparte fellow? Listen, Once in the lion's den, I did whatever I could to appear legitimate. So yes, I pretended to be interested in Mortimer's project about a young military man who was seeking funding for a foundry in Tuscany. Between you and me, if buying China would have enabled me to escape, I would have signed without hesitation.
Samuel Ritter du Choix. You wanted to send me a letter about Godoy.
I wanted you to run a check on Duke Manuel. But frankly, it doesn't really matter anymore now. Godoy is just a pawn like the others. He is not the one I was looking for.
On the evening of my arrival, Cardinal Piaggi came looking for you. He was determined to give you a letter.
More of his lists. Louis, I think I know what's in that letter, and I beseech you to believe that it is the least of our worries. We can sort that out later.
Okay.
Are you going to tell me what happened to your hand?
Better than that. I shall show you.
Good. I think that's about right. We shall speak about it once we get back to France.
Great actions for humanity have been decided by demons for centuries, Louis. They are playing with our destiny. We are their slaves. And it's time for it to stop. By the way, what was Mortimer's project at this conference?
He wants the United States to occupy all the North American territory. France should recover Louisiana and give it to the United States. In that case, the Americans would just have to push west to chase the Spanish from the continent once and for all.
And as Mortimer controls Washington, you may just as well say that it will put him at the head of a world superpower. We should do our utmost to put a stop to Mortimer's plans. But for the time being, there are more pressing matters.
Are you going to tell me why we're here?
There. That's why we are here.
What is it? Ah. Interesting.
Reassure me, we aren't going to have to force that one, are we?
I don't think we're even capable of doing it. You're going to have to find a way to open it.
Why, of course. And what's inside?
Something to vanquish them with?
Perfect. So, how does it open?
We'll need several keys. I found a note from the architect who conceived the mechanism in Mortimer's secret study. We have to first gather 6 objects before we try anything.
Are your 6 objects the keys?
Exactly. We have the Clement III cross, the nails, the Gutenberg Bible, the exegesis of Judas, an armillary sphere, and all we need to match up the dates between the different calendars.
She should have, came to me a long time ago for this.
Why a cross?
Well, I haven't the foggiest idea, but it just so happens that's what you are going to use to activate the mechanism. I found the one Mortimer kept. It belonged to Cardinal Guibert, better known by the name of Pope Clement III.
Perfect. Where is it?
Unfortunately, I've lost it. When I lost my hand, I went dashing out, and it must have fallen from my pocket.
Uh-oh.
Remember, Mother. I'm certain you can remember.
Let me think.
You were running.
I was bleeding to death.
You remember the pain.
I thought I was going to faint. Yes, I remember. I don't think it can be far, can it?
Would you have lost it outside? Reassure me, we aren't going to have to force that one, are we?
I don't think we're even capable of doing it. You're going to have to find a way to open it.
Why, of course. And what's inside?
Something to vanquish them with?
Perfect. So, how does it open?
We'll need several keys. I found a note from the architect who conceived the mechanism in Mortimer's secret study. We have to first gather 6 objects before we try anything.
Are your 6 objects the keys?
Exactly. We have the Clement III cross, the nails, the Gutenberg Bible, the exegesis of Judas, an armillary sphere, and all we need to match up the dates between the different calendars.
We got a lot to do, guys.
What do you mean by the concordance of dates exactly?
Don't worry about that. We already have them. They are written on the back of the message I just gave you.
There's one in the portrait gallery.
Yes, but it's enormous. If you don't want to have to go back and forth several times, then I suggest you get a smaller one.
What did you do then?
I didn't think I'd need one. I started without one, and I lost my hand before I did need one. And you can see the result.
Okay.
There's one in the portrait gallery.
That's right.
You still believe it's in the tower room, don't you?
I don't know. There is only one way to find out, though.
Right. I shall go and see. Why a cross?
Well, I haven't the foggiest idea. But it just so happens that's what you are going to use to activate the mechanism.
Oh.
I found the one Mortimer kept. It belonged to Cardinal Guibert, better known by the name of Pope Clement III.
Perfect. Where is it?
Unfortunately, I've lost it. When I lost my hand, I went dashing out, and it must have fallen from my pocket.
Remember, Mother. I'm certain you can remember.
Let me think.
You were running.
I was bleeding to death.
You remember the pain.
I thought I was going to faint. Yes, I remember. I don't think it can be far, can it?
Would you have lost it outside?
No, I don't think so. It must be in the area. I don't remember going up with it.
Perfect. I'll search the crypt before leaving.
Okay.
Some nails?
Don't ask me. I'm not the one who made the mechanism.
I think I know where the nails are.
When I arrived, there were already a few of them inserted, so I didn't have to worry about those. On the other hand, I remember seeing some in Mortimer's secret study, behind his nightmare.
Yes,
in a golden cup? Yes. Yes, I saw them too.
Perfect. It will be easy for you to find them then. You need 3 of them.
Very well.
You remember what to do about the rollers. 1191 to enter, and 6466 to exit.
Of course.
6646? Damn, I need to write this down.
Exegesis. Anything else?
Did you manage to vanquish the Medusa?
To open the chimney? Yes, absolutely.
So you've already come across it. It's the Bible of Judas that is exposed in the secret room
Damn, we're gonna have
behind
to go
the chimney.
through all the things.
Why do they
we've
call
already
it an
went through.
exegesis?
Because that's what it is, and not an apocryphal Bible, strictly speaking. It's the study of a text with a summary, not an actual Bible. Anyway, well done for the Gorgon. You did well. You didn't get tricked by the light bouncing back.
Thanks. Do you think I can take it safely?
We haven't got a choice, Louis. Without it, we won't be able to work out this cursed mechanism.
Okay, so...
One last thing before you go. Be very careful. If you come across anyone, they can all potentially be spies of Mortimer or Holm. Don't ever confide in anyone because a demon can slip inside them at any moment.
Wait, not all of them though. Take Washington.
Especially Washington. He's been conditioned by Mortimer for years. Look at them, for crying out loud. How do you explain their behavior otherwise? The most influential politicians in the Western world gather together without the least protection, without a single aid to assist them, to participate in a conference during which the guests start dropping like flies. Me, Adams, Peru, Hillsborough. Look at the number of calamities that have happened over the past few days. And not one of them has asked to leave the island? Do you find that normal? You'll see. Go up to the manor to look for the keys, and I wager not one of them will speak to you about my being in Emily's room.
Do you think so?
Go on, you'll see. And come back with all the objects in one go. Right. Time is against us. And remember, the code to get out of the secret office is 6646.
6646. I'm gonna write this.
The Song of Roland. Roland feeleth his death is near, his brain is oozing by either ear. With his... Right. Let's see if the statues are in place yet.
I believe so, right? Where did I have to go to open it again?
That statue is not positioned correctly.
Of course not. Alright.
Open sesame.
Okay, so our first object in here would be like the book. Is that what it is?
So that's the exegesis of Judas. I hope Mortimer doesn't read it very often, otherwise he's going to notice that someone's stolen it. But that's just too bad. I need it.
Okay, cool. Anything else in here before I take off?
Given all the relics preserved here, it wouldn't surprise me if Mortimer claimed it was Excalibur. The Ring of the Nibelungs. Even if Mortimer is several centuries old, I don't see what part he has in this legend. So that's Pandora's box? An urn?
I think we're done.
Mother said, right. I've got what I need. Now let's not waste any more time.
Okay, so we got that, whatever it is, something of Jesus. And now we gotta make our way. Okay, so it says already, Sarah's note is already found. Mortimer's office. Where's the tower room again? Alright, let's just make our way through these doors. That room. Let's see.
Ah, Louis. Glad you're here.
Blasted. He's gonna...
The cost of ever points increase when using your skills.
Talk about my mother.
Come and see what I've found. There are pieces of paper in the ashes of the chimney. One's been...
Hold those butt cheeks. My inventory. Collector's coin. What the hell does that coin do anyway, bro? Ah, Golden Exile.
Burning something here.
Incredible. He doesn't seem to want to speak to me about what happened between my mother and the Hillsborough sisters.
Show me a little.
Look, it's possible to distinguish two different writing styles.
The rest of the correspondence between my mother and Emma.
Someone tried to burn an exchange of messages. I'm certain there must be more.
Shit. What on earth is he doing?
If you want my opinion, a servant must have burnt some old papers. That's all.
Why, of course. You very nearly made me think that you were trying to hide something, Louis. No, I'm sure there must be other hidden messages.
He won't let go. He's going to work his way back to the Bible if he continues.
Crap. I don't know what I did. Get out of here, George Washington.
The Bible's still there.
Oh, just like that. Alright, so we got the Bible so far.
A chest with the occult symbol representing air.
Okay. I don't got all the keys, obviously. I think we're good to go out of here, though. Let's talk to Washington one more time before I leave.
Hey, look, there.
No, I don't see anything.
Come, Louis, look. Someone's clearly drawn a 4 in the dust. I have a clue.
He's going to be disappointed when he sees the Bible's disappeared.
Yeah, he sure is, but I'm out. So the nails will probably be the last. Some things that I'm missing, and they said basically that one cross or whatever, she said it was in the room where she was at anyway, so like I don't get it. Where's everybody at? Crap. See, good thing I wrote down the numbers.
Right. This time, it'll be a lot quicker. If I remember rightly, the code was 1191.
1191. One. 9 1. Lower left. Alright, cool. Gravy.
Of course.
You know, I want to check something out real quick. In my inventory, could I move stuff? No. Never mind. Oh well, let's find these nails and everything. Looks like we got about everything almost. Hold on. There, now we'll take that. Alright, we're gravy. Those are the nails.
Feathers. Pigeons, probably. There. Those are the nails I was looking for.
Why should I analyze them? No, just take them. Okay, so the nails. I think we're about good.
A
chest with a motif representing the alchemical symbol of fire.
Wow. He's just robbing him blind, huh? Okay, I think we're good.
Who could Mortimer have locked in there?
Okay, let's get the hell out of here.
It's locked.
I wonder what that room is. Yeah, let's get the hell out of here.
All right, come on. Let's get out of here.
6466.
6466, if I remember correctly.
Huh? 6466. Oh crap, I was wrong. And now we need to find the sapphire. Or the spear, or whatever it's called. Actually, it should be in one of these dudes' rooms. I don't know whose room. It's not that room.
Monsieur Johann van Volner.
Let's go in here real quick. Let's just give it a look. Damn, man. This is it.
An armillary sphere. Perfect. That will save me some time. I only hope that he isn't going to realize it right away.
Just puts it in his butt. Okay, and then the cross has to be where, basically where, like where the mom said it would be, in there where she was. I just gotta give it a good look. Crap. I wish they would just open the door and walk through it, bro, but no, they gotta show this dude's face every single time, you know? It's just, I guess it's cool, whatever. Let's get it. Wrong way already. Alright, so we're good, we're good. We're not good at all. Hold up. That's way back here, actually. I'm gonna have to beat this dude up, making a maze over here and stuff. What the hell? Yeah, so the last one has to be in here, if I'm not mistaken. I just didn't give it a good sweep. Because I don't know where the last one would be, to be honest. Yeah, see, I searched all this. And I still don't see crap though. Oh, hold up, some coins.
Famous cross of Clément the
Wow.
Third. Perfect. And one key found.
Alright, we're ready actually.
So, good. You've managed to gather all the keys.
Yes, that's right. I have everything. What should I start with?
Place the Clement III cross on the console. Then you have to put the nails on the disc of the door.
Okay.
What theme did you start with?
As the fresco shows the birth of Christ, I placed one nail in Bethlehem, one in chapter 2, and one in verse 6. The iris opened a little. I thought it was normal. Behind the aperture of the iris, there is a duct in which I put my hand. I felt something like a valve at the bottom. I thought by turning it the door would open, or the iris would open completely, or something else would happen. Instead, I felt something like an axe cut off my hand.
Oh, that's great.
I really thought it was the end of me.
What did you do then?
Well, although I had made some unfortunate choices, I was lucky in that Mortimer was well stocked with drugs. I raided his supplies of medicine.
Corona, excuse.
All right, my turn now.
Go ahead, impress me. I'll shut up and let you concentrate.
Ah, that's why there's blood right there. It chopped her hand off. Okay, so put the cross there. Okay, now we want to put the nails. Let's grab that jelly. Jelly! What are you doing? Okay. Wait, where did you put the nails, bro? One on the second. And crap.
The fresco clearly shows the birth of Christ.
Louis, I can assure you that that is not the solution to this enigma. This fresco's only purpose is to mislead. I know that now. Please, focus on another theme about Christ.
We'll have to trust her. If Mortimer deliberately set a trap by showing the birth of Christ, then maybe the solution is the contrary. The death of Christ in that case?
Death of Christ. I don't even know when the death... Okay, hold on. Probably Jerusalem. Okay, hold up. Wait a minute.
This exegesis contains comments from Judas on the different Gospels. It only contains certain chapters and verses, and the chapters are indicated by Roman numerals. The lexicon refers to different chapters and verses from the exegesis of Judas. Chapter 1, verse 9. Jesus was baptized by John in Jordan on the 9th of Hesvan, 3852.
Well, damn, bro.
Chapter 10, verse 30. I and the Father are one. Chapter 10, verse 30.
Oh, crap.
I and my Father are one. Chapter 5, verse 2. Jesus cures the sick and lame on the 8th of Adar, 3791, in Jerusalem, at the pool of Bethesda. All stand and fling away their canes. Chapter 2, verse 6. Jesus was born of Mary and Joseph on the 22nd of Teveth at midnight, 3762, in the village of Bethlehem.
What does this thing do?
The cycle of the moons has nothing to do with what I'm doing right now. It looks like there are 3 types of inscriptions.
Right, this is rough. I mean, I was born on the 22nd. Alright, so let's go ahead and try... Jerusalem, right? Jerusalem. 22nd of the 1st? Nope. She said she already did that. I'm just pressing them now. I'm just gonna try it like this. Heck with it. Put one there. Then we'll do that. Nope. I should just Google it. What did I just do? Hold up.
Interesting.
Louis, you are doing what I've already done. I told you it wouldn't work. You need to find another subject than the birth of Christ.
Huh. Should I stick my hand in there? Okay, so I put Jordan first of the 9th. Whatever I was doing now, though, was doing... So we're gonna go ahead and start it off. Okay, I already did Jordan, Jerusalem. Bethlehem. did that number. Alright. Don't mind me, guys. I'm gonna figure this out. I don't even care. I figured it out. Wow. I didn't even get to see what the hell it was. What the hell?
It works.
Well done, Louis. I hadn't seen those other wheels. Try connecting the theme to see if it goes all the way.
Analyze the flip. Put your hand.
There must surely be a connection between the wheels. Look at this. There are notches between each of the wheels. So, I have to link the name of the town from the theme I've chosen to an icon, then to a date, and finally, the date to the moon.
Date to the moon. Let's put my hand in it.
I can feel the lever at the bottom.
Good luck.
I am not ready. Okay, so hold on. Let me look at this thing now.
During new moon, the moon is entirely in the shadow. Then, the shadow moves from west to east, meaning left to right, and goes through the following states: waxing crescents, first quarter, waxing gibbous, full moon, waning gibbous, last quarter, waning crescent, and the cycle starts over with the full shadowed new moon.
Great.
Nineteenth of Jumada al-Awwal, 639, waning gibbous. 20th of Du al-Hajjah, 561, waning gibbous. The moon shadow moves from west to east.
West to east. Okay, so I put it on the 17th of, I don't know, and Galatha, but how do I, okay, so west to east. Alright, so I have no clue why this is so weird, but if I'm not mistaken, it's gonna be like that. And then this has to be aligned with the blood as well. So like that, I think. And that's it. I hope. Let's go ahead and shove our hand in there. And
I can feel the lever at the bottom.
My hand doesn't
Good
get cut
luck.
off.
I never doubted you, my son.
All right. What the hell is it opening up? My hand could have got cut off, you know? wicked. Okay, so we have some more points to spend. Crap. Alright. I think that's all for now. I was thinking I was gonna get my hand cut off. But that's it for this episode. That was a pretty long story on that part. I think there's like one more episode to go on this, and everything will be gravy. Are they gonna show anything else? No. Oh, wait, there ain't one more. That's oh crud. We still have 2 more to go actually. So that's a lot to go then, man. For real, for real. But I appreciate anybody that's joining me on this series. We're playing The Council. This game is time consuming, and it's pretty worth your buck though, in my opinion, if you buy the game. There's a lot of different things you could choose from that I didn't choose, you know, but if you want a good challenging game that has puzzles and all that type of stuff, this is the game to go. But much love to you guys, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Peace.